Panthers coming up on EA Sports. We welcome you to Charlotte, North Carolina for today's game. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. Stewart is in the backfield. First down at the 31. And now Newton's going to take off. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
The running back position will be handled today by Jonathan Stewart out of Oregon.
Well, it seems like Jonathan Stewart's been in the NFL for about 15 years. And he just keeps running the football, having success. I like the way he runs. I like his style, and he is productive.
It's now second down. The Panthers are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. Newton's running away from the pressure. Terrence Newman with the pick. I know this never happened in your decorated career, but an early interception, how will he rebound at quarterback?
Now, I'll just say this, you're a funny guy. That's funny. Hey, I did it all the time, and I used to tell my offensive lineman, be ready. I'm probably going to throw some more, so make the tackle.
The Vikings snap it at the 31. And that's a gain of 9.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Toss to the outside. Peterson's taken down at the 40. Third down. Peterson's got it again. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
The Vikings have it at the 44. Catch made. That's stopped by Roman Harper.
Crossing routes, that's what you want to throw when you see this type of coverage. 4 deep, cover 4. Look for guys going across the field. Hard for the defense to cover those throws.
The football sits at the 40.
First down at the 40. They're going to run it on the toss. Coleman's the one who brings them to the ground.
Star Lotulelei brings this team unbelievable energy.
Well, he's a defensive lineman where you just can't look at his stats because they lie. His numbers might not be big, but his presence is felt on the field because he occupies a couple blockers and frees up some of his defensive lineman teammates.
The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and 7 now after that incompletion. Set up screen to Peterson. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Jim, years ago, you never would have seen a screen pass on 3rd down, but offenses are so varied now. You see it more and more. That was nice execution on that play, and it picked up the first down.
First down at the 28. White has the reception.
White's one of the best receivers in the NFL. He can run all the routes. How about this out route that time? Does it with such grace and ease and makes the catch just short of the first down.
Inside the 20 now at the 19. Bridgewater set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. The grab is made by Rudolph. That's a gain of 7.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
First and 10. Peterson's taking it on the screen. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. The Vikings come out. 2 tight ends on the field. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. This long drive continues.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
6 for the Vikings. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've grabbed the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, things have been rough so far, haven't they? It's been fun to watch. Each team is being very competitive and physical, but that's a nice thing to do, to score that touchdown and get a lead here late in the first.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. And this is Whitaker running it out. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Panthers just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Stewart's lined up as the single back. First down at the 31. Stewart's the receiver on the screen.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
I beat Clutch 86. I like the strategy, bro. Whatever you is, I like the strategy.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
One name we should be calling many times today, in on a number of tackles we expect, is Anthony Barr, the former first-rounder out of UCLA.
And he's a big old man who can really run. That's a great combination when you're talking about an outside linebacker or defensive end in the NFL.
It's a 2 tight end formation. A nice grab. Touchdown, Panthers. And it didn't take long for them to get this game right back to even here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice drive on the offensive side. That makes you feel good, and you just to execute so many plays and find a way to get down there and score a touchdown.
The Panthers getting ready to kick it off. And now Patterson. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Vikings take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looks so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
The Vikings come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 7-7.
First down at the 21. Pulls it in. And Keithley in on the tackle.
The Vikings did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Bridgewater's completed his last 6 passes. second down coming up. The Panthers will come out in the dime. They'll throw it over the middle. It's third down coming up. Bridgewater's back in shotgun formation. And they sack him on third down. And they force the quick 3 and out. The Vikings are going to punt the football. Ginn will try his return. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. And a run back of only a couple.
Well, that time he only gets a couple yards. And if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
The Panthers will line up now. Tie game, second quarter. The score's 7-7. First down at the 41. Going deep, and they can't connect.
Well, my man at quarterback does have a strong arm. He showed it that time, didn't he? He threw that thing high and far and just overthrew the receiver.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Newton's going to take off with it. The defense gets the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
Third down now. Incomplete.
We're midway through the second, and this game is turning into a classic old-school defensive showdown.
Yeah, it sure is. How about the coaches on both sides? Are they sitting over there shocked that the fact that this might turn into a defensive battle? We know it's always about high scoring, going forward. This is fun to watch, to see something a little different.
He's going to try and return this one, and that's a gain of 10.
The Vikings offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
The Vikings snap it at the 41. With 2 hands, he has it. And they are in on Peterson.
When you talk about the play-action pass game, it's really when you call it. You got to be in a situation where the defense is thinking run, and when they are, do you have the courage, or I should say the smarts, to fake the run and throw the football? Good call that time by the offense.
Now 1st and 10. Peterson, right side. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Peterson's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
3-step drop. McKinnon has the catch. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
1st and 10. Mike Wallace has the reception. Two-minute warning. First down on the way. Peterson lines up in the backfield.
Shit.
And it's knocked down.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
Coming to the line at the 18.
Peterson, solo back set. And it's batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
The Panthers lined up in the nickel. Bridgewater's going to take it from the gun. Wright's got it. Minnesota in for the score. That touchdown appears that it will secure them to halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
Webb's got it on the return. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
As Olsen. That's his first reception today.
So I look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. It makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said, to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it. Well, you got to know the situation as a player. Even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it.
Loss of 3 on the play.
The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. The Panthers take it from the 38. And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
The Panthers take it from the 38. And it's complete to Kotchery. Kotchery is marked down at the 34.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Olsen's got the catch and the first.
I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes.
Makes the grab. Touchdown. And just before the half, they battled back and tied the game. That could do a whole lot for the mood of that locker room at the break, Phil.
No question, Jim. It just gives you an emotional lift to find a way to tie a football game up right before halftime. That was a nice drive and a good job done by the offense.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Vikings offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
The corner step back. That's another reception, giving him 2. The Vikings are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Looking long. And it's incomplete.
Coach is going to have a hard time calling deep throws down the field, but the quarterback shows that he can't even get it out there. That time he underthrows the football badly. The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
Got drilled as he throws it.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
The Vikings have it at the 39. Looking long. The ball is knocked out.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. The Vikings have it at the 39. Down the field. The Vikings turn the ball over on downs. The Panthers do a great job here on defense, making the stop on 4th and long.
Yeah, 4th and long is only so few things you can do, Jim. So the defense was ready. They're well coached in situations like this, and they get it done.
The Panthers have it at the 39. Scanning the field. He climbs the ladder and has it. The Panthers use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. Yard field goal attempt coming up. No good. An empty trip for the offense. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is underway. Which offense will create separation first? That's the question. Patterson's going to run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Vikings offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but look, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
First down at the 19. Peterson will get it on the toss. Downs.
Peterson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down and 11. Underneath and incomplete that time. This is third down. Set up screen. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job on the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
The Vikings have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Vikings will take the snap from the 40. Tosses the football. Running room. What a run by Peterson. The Panthers defense not able to make the stop there, and they'll have to stay on the field a little bit longer. To the big play. Quick drop back. The Vikings will take the snap from the 25. Has the grab. Vikings in the end zone. And that touchdown puts them in a very good position, holding the lead with this game getting ready to enter its final stages.
Yeah, you know what? You put the pressure on the defense. Let's go out there and do their job. Don't get timid. Man, call aggressive plays, and you got to tell your defensive players, run and gang tackle the person with the football.
Webb's got it. Taken down at the 39. That return's good for about 31. The Panthers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Launching it deep, and he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
2nd down after the incompletion. They bring in the extra tight end. Looking to go deep. What a foot race to the end zone. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. And by getting it into the end zone, they've evened the score with just about a quarter and a half still to play.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah.
Jim, that was fun to watch, and to see this team under the pressure trying to find a way to tie it up, and they come through and they get it done. Exciting stuff.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Sherald on the return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Vikings now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
2 tight ends on the field here. Peterson. He's taken down at the 23. Time for the hurry-up offense.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down. Toss to the outside. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Needing 5 to move the chains. That play is going to be challenged. They are going to challenge the spot of the football, Phil.
Well, there's a couple things to know about challenging the spot of the ball. One, if you do change it, there has to be an identifying mark on the field that you can relate to. In other words, a yard marker, the sideline, a mark on the field, something you can see that you can challenge and know where that football is going to go.
The Vikings elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. The Vikings take it from the 28. Outside now on the toss. They'll mark him at the 40.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Bridgewater's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Finds his mark. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. 3rd catch today so far. No time to huddle now. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Looks but can't connect on the short throw. This will be 2nd down. Bridgewater's got it in the gun. The catch is made by Jarius Wright.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch. Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
The line of scrimmage is the 17. Adrian Peterson is in the backfield. Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Third down on the way. Double tight end formation. Brings it into his body.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The official whistles this one dead. This is going to be a delay of game.
Oh, okay. What's going on? He's never taken care of it.
Offense a little too slow getting set at the line on that one.
All right, Lydell. So probably next couple of weeks, maybe.
I'm about to go to mailbox in 2 minutes. All right.
That.
Yes, I'm at a crossroads, lost hope and a lost quotes. My heart smokes for the fire that y'all to provoke. For the disbelievers, yes, the game was... Now they kissing my sneakers, lipstick on my Adidas. Word to the reverend, I'm running it like Russell Simmons. The game is a scrimmage, I'm stretching my muscle. It's blasphemous, hazardous, hazardous. Smash on they with this classic fash. Gave him the biz, you ain't even gotta ask if you do it to the casket dip. Believe it or not, legacy mean a lot. Fiending to reach for the top. Yard dreaming I drop. Damn, high break, free from they make prisoners up of Rikers Island. Think out the box. This couldn't have been predicted by the miners. Wrestling with religion and science. Look, give me something to believe in, yeah. 'Cause I'm looking for something to believe in. Money getter till I'm a 1%er. Business is warfare. Edgar Hoover said, stop the rise of a black messiah. The judge said, charge teens as adults, turn them to lifers. Us holy, brush waves slowly, Tusker Ivory beside me. Thus no slave Toby, don't try me. We enter in the age of Aquarius, where Ukrainian armies and U.S. National Guard tensions flaring up. So unforgiving is the universe when you don't listen. It's all written, that soul quenching goal you're missing. Careful of ending in the destructive system where your wow barking the ground turn to meows and hissing. I'm torn between religions, my necklaces represent many centuries of theories. With all respect, but bear in mind, I'm just trying to see and hear the signs. Had a terrible mind, lying skin got my stripes. They from Front Street, make believe block. Got an attitude avenue, liars lane. Your life incompatible, not to mine. You insane, you belong in the liar society. You're not as fly as me, the only music head who never super. Though I heard like state troopers and feds is off the hook tonight.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're getting set for an NFC North matchup as we join you from historic Lambeau Field.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs. Two of the real stars of the sport. Two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team? Yeah. We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think it is no doubt about it. The offensive line's a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Rodgers lined up. Two tight ends set. First down at the 20. Wallace on the receiving end. Gains 11.
Rodgers is able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
First down. Offense readying for the snap.
The Vikings set at the line. Dime package. Aaron Rodgers out to James Jones.
Here's the football marked at the 47.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Rodgers standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Has his man. Going to take it the distance. Inside, and he's caught for the touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead in a football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. First down at the 20. The defense gets a sack. The Packers defense making a statement early with a sack.
Yeah, you always want to hit the quarterback early, get some self-doubt into the quarterback, but also give the offensive lineman some self-doubt going like, man, this might be a long day, and I think it will be.
Set up screen to Peterson. Burnett's in on the tackle.
Well, when it's third and long early in the game, as a quarterback, as an offense, you just be very careful in this situation and just try not to make a big mistake.
Third down and 12. Peterson's got it on the screen. Gains 12.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time, the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up a first down.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And it's incomplete. When you look at this offense, you have to acknowledge Adrian Peterson, one of the best running backs to ever play the game.
Well, he's asked to do a lot for the Minnesota Vikings. I always say he's the hardest working man in the NFL because that offense has sputtered many, many times. But Adrian Peterson, he just keeps rolling along.
Now, looking at third down. To the ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. This defense in the early going looks like a mighty feisty bunch here today, Phil.
Well, I think they thought coming into today's game, by us talking to the coaches, they thought their defense was going to play well, and that was a good series that time by them.
The Vikings take it from the 38. Peterson's got it. Screen. Peppers, the one who made the big stop.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
First down at the 36. And a gain of 4.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Rodgers back in shotgun formation. Diving grab and give him the catch. The Packers in for the score. Bill, everything.